Hello, welcome back to playing almost every extreme sports game ever made. This week, I'm back with a bunch of snowboarding games. 6 of these came out in 1999, and unfortunately, I think all of these games are going to be pretty bad. So let's get into it with Cool Boarders 4. I definitely played this at some point. I think 3, which I talked about a lot in the other video, and I think 4 was okay, but I have low hopes. There's a chance that 4 here is like maybe a little more polished than 3, because I like 3 had some rough edges. I definitely played this. I don't remember it very well, but I gotta say this level's pretty boring. 3 had its problems, and I know a lot of this is just nostalgia anyway, but I feel like the levels in 3 made a certain amount of sense. This is honestly pretty boring. I think I'll do one more run, but man, I wouldn't even say I'm like disappointed, because I don't remember particularly liking 4 anyway. For some reason, this one's harder to go back to, because I don't think I have any nostalgia for it. It's just like, yeah, this is just a very mediocre game. It feels like an evolution from 3, but really not by much. Well, interesting to look at. I don't think I need to play that again. MTV Sports Snowboarding, also from 1999. I'm not sure if I've played this before. I remember so much of like these clips. I loved, okay, so the MacDog Productions videos came there on VHS, came with a CD that had a Lagwagon song on it. And I'm pretty sure that is how I found Lagwagon, or like got into them. Should just watch technical difficulties. Let's be more fun than playing all these really bad snowboarding games, probably. Like, this looks so much like Pure Ride. It's a good looking method. Look at this, watch this. That's a good method. This feels less clunky compared to Cool Boarders 4, but still like a little strange. Like, the grabs look pretty good. It feels okay. It's a little more interesting than Cool Boarders, I think. Oh, nice. That was pretty cool. Like, you get the impression that at least someone involved likes snowboarding. I guess, I don't know. The levels are not great, I'll say that. But I think moment to moment, it feels pretty good. I wouldn't say this is better than I remember, because I don't actually remember playing this, because it just feels exactly like Pure Ride. Kind of interesting. One of the better 1999 games. Rippin Riders Snowboarding. Ooh. I love the Dreamcast. My brother and I decided one Christmas we didn't want a PlayStation 2. We weren't going to wait for the PlayStation 2. We really wanted a Dreamcast. And so we got one. And with the Dreamcast, we got Rippin Riders here. Ugh, jeez. The interesting thing about this game, this one was also made by Wep Systems, who made the first 2 Cool Boarders. So this is actually, in Japan, was called Cool Boarders Burn. This is like a mysterious 6th Cool Boarders game. I played the Dreamcast. I had Rippin Riders when we got our Dreamcast, and I didn't know it was a Cool Boarders game until recently. Here comes the trick point. Ugh, God. In retrospect, like, this is so obviously a Cool Boarders 2. This is so boring. Like, what? I have not played this in, I guess, 25 years. I remember getting the Dreamcast and Rippin Riders here. And honestly, after years of playing like a Cool Boarders, let's just say I was deeply disappointed by this game. Let's just say very boring. And it looks pretty good for like a Dreamcast game, right? It's interesting, but not fun. It's not good. I listen. I loved the Dreamcast. I did not love this game. Big Air. This came out in 1999 with everything else. I'm sure this was like, you know what? We really need to get something out there, because someone's going to see this at Walmart. Look at this guy. Looks like a sloth. Free ride trick, please. I haven't even seen this thing in motion, and I'm already like, no. Oh, Oh no. This board is gigantic. I got this as trick mode, and all we got is this a very boring cavern to ride down. It's hard to convey how bad this feels and how not fun this is. I can appreciate that it is very difficult to make a video game. Jeez. Oh my god. Alright. Rippin Snowboarders from 1999. The alternate title was Tricky Sliders, which they're both bad titles, but Tricky Sliders is kind of funny, at least. Let's get this over with. I'm the one in charge of the Extreme Tour. Feel free to pull off your favorite tricks. Thanks, man.
3, 2, 1. Now they're coming.
I am very confused by this. I do not like the camera.
Wow! Cool! Incredible!
Okay. I'll try this again, but this is nonsensical. Okay, so square is jump. The tricks don't make any sense. There's nothing positive to say about this. This is a mess. It's so hard to steer when the camera's like terrible. That's Rippin Snowboarder. What a mess. Next game is just called Snowboarding. I said Big Air sounded like a bargain bin game. This one actually is. This is so weird. Like, the character actually looks pretty good. I don't know what to say other than that this is very chaotic. This is not what I expected. I'll say that. The camera's just zooming around. I can't really steer at all. This could have been a lot worse. I don't know. MTV Sports Pure Ride from 2000. I think I owned this game. It was always like a kind of fun alternative to Cool Borders because it always felt a little different. Oh yeah, look at that. That's what I remember. Maybe the thing I appreciated about Pure Ride is that the levels felt a little bigger. In Cool Borders, they were just a very specific, like, a course, whereas this is like, oh, it's kind of more open. You can just go way off to the side and try to find something. But again, the bar was pretty low. Like, there are moments in this game that, like, feel pretty good, especially compared to how clunky Cool Borders 4 felt. Pure Ride's exactly how I remembered it. All these THQ snowboarding games all felt basically exactly the same. It's Cool Borders 2001. There's a Sam Goody at the mall that had like a PS2 kiosk. They had a demo, I guess, of Cool Borders 2001 there. I just went to the Sam Goody to play the demo a lot for a while there. It was interesting because it was a new Cool Borders game. I think primarily I went and played it because it was a PS2, and that was exciting. I remember this game looking pretty good, but, you know, maybe not feeling great. Man. What a bummer. All right. Like, it was so cool at the time that this looked so much better, you know, from PS1 to this. Let's just say I understand why this is the last Cool Borders game. The whole thing is rails and jumps, and it's still boring as hell. Like, this just feels like it's still stuck in that era of the way they made the PlayStation games, which is like a course. You know, there's some new stuff they added, but it's all so, I don't know, stiff. Like I said, I am surprised how boring this is. Well, like I said, a lot of not great games today. The funny thing to me is that was a bunch of pretty bad snowboarding games, all from about 1999, and there is an entire other batch of snowboarding games from right around this time also. So there's just so many. Everyone was just making a game like this and throwing it out there and hoping someone got tricked into getting it for Christmas. Rippin Riders was just as disappointing as it was on Christmas morning 1999. Thanks for sticking around. We'll see you next time.